Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity and welcome to a very long overdue Beauty Empties video. It's a little insane. I know you guys saw the thumbnail, but I have a overflowing trash can here. This has been compiling since we moved into this house, and we moved in last May, the beginning of last May. So it's a little insane, and I really need to sit down and do it. This is one of those videos I just keep pushing off and pushing off and pushing off, and I was like, you know what, Katie, you need to sit down and just to get it over with. So that is what we're going to do today. I went armed for the present because a very adorable, very relaxed bundle is falling asleep in my arms. So I figured I could just get started on this video as he falls asleep in my arms, and maybe I'll lay him down halfway through the video. Who knows, maybe I'll just hold him the whole time. He's so sweet when he falls asleep in my arms. But anyway, so I wanted to get this video in today because if I continue to put it off, I'm gonna have to get another bucket or something because I literally can't fit anything else in here. I pulled this down from where I keep it, and I had to grab a bunch of other skincare beside it because the bucket was too full to hold it all. So yeah, it's a little insane. Oh, I do want to say also, as we get down to the bottom, if I don't remember my thoughts on it, because honestly, you guys, sometimes I have a hard time remembering what happened yesterday, let alone 6 months ago. So if I can't remember everything, I'm just gonna have to say like, hey, I use this up, can't remember my thoughts, and move on. So I apologize for not having thorough reviews for everything in here, but I am hoping to keep this video as short and sweet as possible and give more of like rapid fire reviews and mainly just answering the question, would I repurchase or not? But yeah, before this intro gets to 5 minutes, let's just jump right into it. Okay, first off, right here at the top, I threw some of these in. I have too many to hold up, but they are Dashing Diva's Magic Press-On Nails, and you guys know I love them. I have a video, it's my most viewed video on this channel, and it's almost gonna reach, at the time of filming this, it is so close to reaching 200,000 views. So if you want to hear me rave and show all my tips and tricks on how I wear these, you can check out that video. I'll have it linked up here, but yeah, I'm not going to go through each one of these empties. I just have a bunch of empties because I wear them and they last typically nearly 2 weeks. It's usually like closer to 10 days when I start to feel them popping off, and I'm just that type that I have to pop them all off as soon as one gets loose. But around every 2 weeks I will change them out. For my preference is Dashing Diva, but I also like Impress Manicure. Okay, next up here at the top is the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. Yes, I am totally repurchasing. This just saves me so much time, and it's something my daughter loves to do with me. So it's kind of like a daughter teaching moment. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I always repurchase it. This is a Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub. I know I have a bunch in there. I can't see any to grab right now, but yes, this is totally repurchase. I like how gritty it is without being too gritty, if that makes sense. I use this on my legs, on my bikini area, on my stomach, just to help with the cellulite, to help with stretch marks and whatnot. I feel like I see a difference, and I also see a difference with shaving. Whenever I exfoliate my legs before shaving, the smoothness of my shave lasts longer. This right here is the Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm, and I think this has become my favorite solid cleansing balm that I have tried to date. I feel like the only one I like more than this is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup, but I'm pretty sure you get less for paying way more. So this is an affordable option. It doesn't have a scent or fragrance to it like the IT Cosmetics one does, and I should have looked beforehand to see if they have any kind of fragrance. I couldn't smell anything when I was using this, which I really liked, but this gets it all off. I have a couple cleansing oils that I'm going through right now, but when I want to repurchase a balm, I'm definitely coming back to this guy because it was fantastic, and I prefer balms over oils. It's just my personal preference. My holy grail eye makeup remover, the Balm, what is it called? It's the waterproof. It's one for waterproof mascara. It's the blue one. They have an oil-free. I never liked that one, but this one was fantastic, and I have gone through so many bottles, but I'm not really purchasing anymore because it's no longer available for sale on the Ulta website, and you guys know, if I can, I'd rather buy it from the Ulta website to help with reaching platinum and all that jazz. So I have since found something else to replace it, but if it ever comes back into Ulta's website, ulta.com, yes, I will always repurchase. To replace that and trying to find something I can buy at Ulta that does just as good a job, this is the Ulta Beauty Waterproof Eye and Lip Makeup Remover. This also does a fantastic job. Honestly, I feel like nearly as good as this. The only reason that I'm not as crazy and head over heels and seeing it totally replace my Balm is because the tube or the top is just so big. I feel like I go through this so fast because it just pours out so easily, if that makes sense. And maybe the more I go through these bottles, the better I'll get at being careful. But yeah, as you can see, or maybe you could see, that's the top for the Almay, and then this is the top for the Ulta, and it just pours out of there. But anyway, I've gone through this. I'm at the end of another bottle. I just feel like I go through it extremely quickly. It is relatively affordable. I bought 4 of these when they were buy 2 get 2 free, so you know, half price. Like I said, since I can get this at Ulta and it counts towards my points, I'll just keep using this, and I'll just try and learn not to use up so much, but this is still my preference. Okay, I have a body wash. This is from Ulta Beauty Sweet Grapefruit Moisturizing Body Wash. It was great. No complaints, and I will continue to get my body washes from Ulta Beauty. I used to get them at Bath & Body Works, but honestly, I like this because it's not as heavily fragranced, and once again, I can get it from Ulta, so that's my preference, and it's more affordable, especially when I get these on sale, than Bath & Body Works. This is a Pure Silk Shave Cream. It's a shave cream. It's great. I like shave creams that foam up either as I'm rubbing it in or when I dispense it over more creams. That's just my preference when it comes to shaving my legs. So this was a good one. It works. No complaints. Sure, I'll repurchase. I went through the Clean and Clear Lemon Gel Cleanser. This was really nice. I really did enjoy it actually. And honestly, as I got towards the end, I was like, I feel like I want to repurchase it. But I need to also look. It wasn't heavily fragrant, so maybe it wouldn't be an issue. But it does have citrus lemon fruit extract, which I know, I'm pretty sure, maybe the extract is different, but I know oils, essential oils, and fragrances can irritate skin. But anyway, if you don't care about that kind of thing, this is a great cleanser. I never used it to remove my makeup, but it was a great second step to my cleansing balm, and I really enjoyed it. And maybe if they had a fragrance-free version, I would get it. I don't know. I'll have to look into the ingredients, but I really did like it, and if I look into the ingredients and like the ingredients, yes, I'll definitely repurchase. I also love that it's a pump and not a squeezy tube, because it's just easier when you're washing your face to be able to pump it out when your face is a little dirty, trying to open and squeeze out a tube. I just don't like it when my face is covered in oil. Okay, this I'm throwing away. I didn't finish it, but it's pretty darn old. This is Sky Organics Dead Sea Mud Mask. Yeah, expiration date was 2019. So look at me, I'm not, oh wait, the beginning of 2019. Okay, so that's why I tossed it a couple months ago. I was like, oh yeah, you should probably go, especially since you're very natural. Anyway, I really like this stuff, and I definitely want to repurchase. I'm going through a travel size mud mask of another brand, but if I don't come across anything else that I'm interested in trying, I do want to repurchase this just because it's easy and effective in my experience. I like that it's already kind of that consistency to throw it on. Quick, easy, effective. I really do think it'd help with my acne. I have a pack of Bliss makeup wipes. I won't say I'm repurchasing this brand, but I just like to have a pack of makeup wipes in my drawer for when I'm cleaning my hands and whatnot. But honestly, I'll also use baby wipes. They work just as well. So I have another Almay makeup or eye makeup remover. So this is for my husband's, but I'll throw it in there. This you can get at Ulta. It's Everyman Jack 2-in-1 Daily Shampoo and Conditioner. My husband used to struggle with dandruff so bad. Like, I'm not kidding. It was bad. It got to the point where when it's really bad, if he ever like scratched his head, or if I like, you know, if you're a husband and wife, my husband likes me to scratch his head. He just thinks it feels amazing. And when I was done, he would just have like snow on his shoulders from his dandruff, snow on his pillow. It was just, he had bad dandruff. So anyway, he's always been on, I forget what, Head & Shoulders dandruff shampoo. He washes his hair every day, and I told him it's probably because he washes his hair every day, but he's just a creature of habit, and he has to wash his hair when he takes a shower in the morning. So I said, why don't you try this? Because it's meant for a daily shampoo and conditioner. So my thinking was that it would be a lot gentler to his scalp and whatnot. So he switched to this. He's gone through 2 full bottles of it. I only saved the one, but he doesn't really have dandruff at all anymore. Like, we were just talking about it maybe a couple weeks ago, and I was like, wait, like, I don't even see dandruff at all. Like, not even in the drier months have I seen him have dandruff, and I can scratch his head and no dandruff on his pillow. So whether it's this stuff or just the fact that it's more gentle, whatever the case is, this has kind of cleared up his dandruff issue, and I'm so glad, and we are definitely repurchasing it. He is a creature of habit, so this is the only thing I'll be able to repurchase for his hair. Okay, I have the Rose Cream Cleanser from Pixie. This one I wouldn't repurchase. 1, it's a squeeze tube. 2, it didn't really lather, and I didn't like the scent. I'm not a rose person, so I kept this in the shower to use, and that's how I kind of used it up. Okay, this is the Peter Thomas Roth, what's it called? Water Drenched Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. This is my favorite nighttime moisturizer. I love it so much. It feels so nice, and I feel like it's very hydrating, and especially when I have very oily skin, this is perfect, honestly, for me. In the winter when I was a little more dry, I like to put an oil on top just to really hydrate my skin. Okay, so my card filled up and little Levi was out, so I laid him down, and now we're back to it. Let's keep on going. I'm moving too slow. I'm going to try to move a little faster. Here is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. Absolutely love this. I repurchased it. I bought the travel size though, because the travel size I think is half an ounce for like $15, or you can buy the full ounce for like $42. So it's cheaper to buy the travel size. So that's what I have. But yes, I really do love it. I went through this Boscia Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. I don't really understand the cooling aspect of it, but it was a very nice cleansing oil and it did a fairly good job. I feel like I remember it not doing the best at completely removing my eye makeup like this. If you spent enough time massaging it into your lashes, it would remove all of your mascara. This, I felt like I remember there's sometimes being a little bit of residue left over, but overall it was very nice. And if I wanted to repurchase one, I would totally consider it. I really enjoyed it. It did that job well, so I wouldn't be opposed to repurchasing. I went through this Ulta Beauty Waterful Gel Cream Moisturizer. I was kind of curious if it would be a good dupe of this. And while I don't think it did anything bad to my skin, it wasn't anything noticeable of like, oh my gosh, my skin hates this. But at the end, I finished the whole thing. Is 1.7 fluid ounces, and I just felt like it didn't moisturize and nourish my skin as much as this does. This, I feel like as I'm using it, my skin just looks so plump and just moisturized and healthy. Whereas this, and again, I was using it during the winter, but I've also used this during the winter. Anyway, I just felt like it wasn't as plump and healthy and just as moisturized as when I use this. So wasn't blown away by this, and honestly don't really plan to ever repurchase. Another shave gel. This is from Skintiments. I do like this one. I feel like I like this one best over, what is this? This Pure Silk, but honestly I'll buy whichever one I can buy cheap or whatnot. But if I had to pick, I would choose this one because this comes out almost like a gel, and then as you rub it in, it foams up, whereas this comes out as a foam. So I feel like I tend to get too much and use too much of this. I don't know, it's just a little critique there, but either one, they both work. Oh my goodness. I think I got them all. Mascaras. Yikes. I'm going to go through this very briefly. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. I felt like I didn't get to use it consistently enough when it was fresh. I think I opened this right before I got pregnant and moved, and then by the time I came back to it, it was kind of dried out, so don't really have much thoughts about it. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Active. I didn't really like it because it didn't really do a whole lot to my eyes. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I didn't like it because it just clumped my mascaras together, but I used it up and got my use out of it just kind of as a finishing step after I combed through my lashes and got separation. Then I put this on to kind of plump it up, but I wouldn't repurchase it. Same story with the It Cosmetics Superhero. This kind of does the same as the Lancome one, but this doesn't clump it as bad as the Lancome one did. But I mean, if I have it in my collection, I'll use it, but I don't foresee myself ever repurchasing it. One, it's a high-end mascara, but two, I feel like I'd rather a mascara give more definition and whatnot. And also, as that It Cosmetics Superhero dries out, it flakes badly. This Trace mascara wasn't a fan of. I just feel like it didn't do much, if anything, for my lashes. Same story with this 100% Pure. I'm pretty sure this made it into my worst makeup of 2019. The Maybelline Snapscara, honestly wasn't impressed, but again, this is the mascara I opened right before I got pregnant and moved, and then it didn't really get back to before I felt like it was drying out, so maybe that's why I didn't think it was all that. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. I used this till it was dead and then a little more. Really do love this stuff. It gives a lot of separation. It definitely curls, and if I pair it with a more plumping and just defining mascara, it's perfection. This is the CoverGirl Flourish by Lash Blast. I can't really remember. I feel like I might have liked this. I don't know, but I can't say I'll repurchase it because it didn't stick out in my mind as being that amazing. This is the Avon At First Lash Mascara. I don't remember my thoughts of it. Sorry. Same story with the X Lash Mascara. Don't really remember it, but maybe because I don't remember it, they weren't that great. I don't envision myself repurchasing either of those. And then last up, this is from Makeup Revolution. It's the Revolution Mascara. I didn't really like it. I have a review recently up. It's just flaky. I didn't really like it. Oh, another mascara. Hank and Henry. This is their kind of duo side. Did this make it into my fails from last year? I can't remember. Didn't like it. The mascara side does nothing for your lashes, and then the bottom lash side, which is nice and tiny, took too much work to actually get the color to like adhere to my lashes. It was just felt very dry, so I didn't like it. Another Almay eye makeup remover. This is the Pharmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Face Cleanser. I'm not sure. I'm getting towards the bottom of the bucket, so everything's getting a little hazier, but I feel like I vividly remember not liking this. Did that make sense at all? But all that to say, I don't plan to repurchase it. Just because I am pretty sure I wasn't a fan of. I can't remember exactly why, but I just remember not being crazy about it. Oh, here's another one of the Peter Thomas Roth Cloud Cream. If you're ever curious, I buy the So Cozy 2-in-1 shampoo and wash for my children. It's great stuff. We've been through a couple bottles of it, and I also get the conditioner for my daughter's hair. I have 2 Schmidt's deodorant in here. I really do like this stuff. It only, if you're able to shower regularly, like every day, every other day, it works great. And as long as you're not doing too much outside sweating work outside, it works for me in the house, around the house kind of thing. But I do know that you have to stay up on showering frequently, which sounds like a no-brainer. But when you're a mom of a newborn, trying to shower every other day just doesn't happen. Okay, at the bottom, I just have a bunch of tiny stuff. I have 2 of the Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primers. These are the little sample size that would come with a palette or something like that. Gone through them. This is my holy grail when it comes to my eyeshadow primer, and I actually repurchased a full-size one. I also have an empty of the NBA Cosmetics glitter, foil, and liner. This stuff is awesome, and I've already repurchased. I couldn't be without it, so I have a new one going in my drawer. I have 2 liquid liners. I completely used up both of these. This is the NYX matte liquid liner. Absolutely love this stuff. I have repurchased it. I have one in my drawer now. It's great if you like a brush tip for your liquid liner, and if you like a very, very matte and very, very opaque black for your liquid liner. And I do, so that's why it's my fave. And this one from CoverGirl is the black one as well. It's all dried up. It's nice, but it definitely doesn't take the place of the It Cosmetics. It's one that you have to apply your liquid liner and get it perfect before it dries, because once it dries, and if you try to kind of go correct something, it doesn't look as good. It kind of builds on top of each other, so it gets too thick and whatnot. So it's fine, it works, but if you have to play around with it too much, I didn't like how it looked. But it does dry down very, very matte black. I have an empty of this eyelash glue from House of Lashes. This is in the black. It is fantastic, and I do recommend it if you have sensitive eyes because it doesn't make my eyes water. I have a couple of products that I'm tossing just because they are old. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Teaspoon. It's completely used up because when I would wind it up to try to use it, it would break off and crumble because it was all dried out. I really like how colorful ColourPop's gel liners are, but they dry out way too soon in my opinion for me. So that's the only drawback when it comes to those. I also have an All Hours concealer. I think this is empty actually from YLS. It's a fine concealer. Yeah, it's pretty dried out. It's a fine concealer. It works well. It doesn't give amazing coverage. And I feel like the Catrice was a camouflage concealer is the same as this, and it's way cheaper, so I would just repurchase the Catrice. I also have the Essence Make Me Brow. This one was okay. I need to try it in my correct color because this was definitely more gray tone for me, so I didn't like that. But it does a good job. It's affordable. If you just wanted tinting, this will work. It doesn't really hold my brows in place for me, so that's a drawback, but I would repurchase it again. This is an Avon retractable pen, a gel liner. It's fantastic, and it's one of the few gel liners that can stay in my waterline all day, even when I'm getting watery eyes throughout the day. So yeah, I can definitely see myself repurchasing. I've already been on the website a couple times to see about repurchasing it because I really do want this back into my collection. And then last up for lashes, I have a empty as empty as you can be for lashes of the Colourlit Lashes Action Camera in Fearless. I really love this style, and it breaks my heart to have to trash it, but it actually is just falling apart here at the band here. The lashes are coming off. I've worn these, I've lost count of how many times I've worn these, but these are gorgeous if you want dramatic lashes. And yeah, I've already been on the website a couple times. I do want to repurchase these and maybe try out some other lashes if they have any new styles. That is it. We have reached the end. I think I did this as quickly as I wanted. I don't know. I'll find out when I sit down to edit this video. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed going through my trash. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the little guy at the beginning. I thought he would wake up a little bit and kind of hang out with me as I went through this trash, but he was obviously tired because he was out and he did not stir much. So anyway, I hope you guys found these little short reviews somewhat helpful for you guys. And if you have any questions, as always, on anything I went through in this video, let me know down below. I won't be linking all of these in the description box just because we went through a lot, but maybe I'll do like the more interesting ones like this if you're curious about it, because I don't really hear anyone talking about them. So maybe the more unique products that I talked about, like I'm not gonna link this pure silk, that kind of stuff. So anyway, check the description box if you're curious to see what I link, but I will not be linking everything because I'm pretty sure there's not enough room. But yeah, with all that said, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.